Hi, I'm Linda Chae, and I want to talk about the Love Essential Oil Blend by Chae Organics. You know, we think of a love oil as maybe an aphrodisiac. Well, this one can be, but it's really designed first for self-love and then for the love that we have to have satisfying relationships. So I'm talking about love with friends, love with our significant others, love with our kids, love with the people we work with. So let's talk about how this blend of oil can accomplish that. So the first of all, what do you think you need to, what state do you need to be in to have the ability to be in a loving, gentle relationship with people? In an unlimited state, or in a limited, confined, judgmental state? So we all know it's an unlimited state. So how do we get there? Well, it begins with a deep sense of belonging. It's like knowing you belong. Well, how do we get there? So the plants in nature are one of the gifts that help us, especially if we're on a spiritual journey of self-awareness, self-growth. Then these plants, anybody that's stressed out, not on a journey at all, can be walking in the woods or out in nature and they feel better. And these are the reasons why. It's these plants that contribute. But when you're really also on a journey and you're purposeful and you're thoughtful about what you want to accomplish. So for me, one of the things is that deep sense of belonging, not trying hard to belong, not having to prove anything to anybody. So some of it comes with the age of having white hair, and some of it comes from the intent, some workshops, and some essential oils. So I'm just going to hit on a few of them here. But this whole blend together is designed to nurture self-confidence. So it doesn't matter if we're helping a little baby, if we're helping a kid in school, if we're assisting somebody in the office, we can always put this on as a diffuser and let it be in the air. I want to talk about secondhand scent a minute. I'm going to refer to secondhand scent like a good thing. It's not always a good thing with toxic fragrances out there, but when you wear an essential oil blend, anybody in your presence can smell it, whether they're in your presence in an elevator, in a line in a bank, sitting across the table from you at a conference. You can help evoke this sense for everyone. Some people are more susceptible to it than others, so if somebody just blows up and they're having a rage and your essential oil didn't solve it, not to worry. Everything is in the right timing for different people. But when I wear it, I not only wear it for me, but I wear it for others. So it increases our ability to restore and replenish, to just not get exhausted and worn out. It's designed to evoke a sense of compassion. And again, compassion belongs here. I can't have any more compassion for you out there than I'm able and willing to give myself. There's a loving kindness that this helps you have for yourself and others. And I think the planet needs a whole lot more loving kindness. So part of that is also to discover spontaneity. Without spontaneity, we're contained and we're on a path, and that's the driven part. Spontaneity is the freshness that comes with self-confidence, that comes with just feeling good about yourself, having a positive outlook. So another thing is those feelings help you become more efficient. So if our goal is to be more efficient and get more done, we can do it again by being driven and hardcore and pressed, or we can get more done by being relaxed, spontaneous. What mind thinks the best? One that's driven and hard-nosed and pointed, or one that's able to be creative and open and let those thoughts come in that solves that problem? So efficiency is also linked to the love blend, because we're able to not be using up our energy by being critical and irritable when mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Or another way to say it is like, how many ways was there to invent the light bulb? And every single one of those was a learning experience. But if you call all 400 a mistake, then you get pretty beat up over it. So to help you lighten up and be less self-critical and then less critical of others, so you don't mirror that out of you, the Love Essential Oil. Let me just talk about a few of the oils that are in it. So I'm going to talk about bergamot, I'm going to talk about rose geranium. I'm just going to throw a few of them in here. So bergamot. There's a whole video on just bergamot if you want to know more about it, but we're going to touch the key things. Uplifting, relieving, reset button. So when we need to let go of the old, the bad, we use bergamot. So, and it also helps achieve better self-acceptance, better self-confidence, spontaneity. All of those things come with the gift of bergamot that's in this blend. And then physically, when you sleep better, which bergamot helps us do, I like to put it on my pillow, when you sleep better and your hormones aren't out of balance, you get to have better relationships. Also, if you have better regulated digestion. So out of all the things you'd think about, you wouldn't think to put Love Essential Oil Blend in your belly button. It's a great place to put it. I put it on my wrist before I started this particular video, and I put some behind each ear. Today I did not put it in my belly button, but I'm being reminded that that's a good thing to do. So, lavender. Of course, if we want to feel love, we want lavender. It's that soothing oil. That's that emotional rescue remedy. How can we feel love when we're reacting? React. You know, it's kind of like somebody does something, somebody says something, and boy, we're off. Well, that's where you need to do a reset. That's where you stop and you go, okay, I'm going to take 3 breaths before I say a word. And sometimes, right in front of my husband, he's this great guy. Yet every once in a while, his Italian comes out. And I'll just go, just a minute. If I don't have time to run get my love oil. And if I have time to run get my love oil, I'll say, hold that thought. I'll run get it. I'll put it on. I'll go, okay, let's talk about this. And I'm not in reaction. I'm ready to just talk about it. So lavender offers the calmness and the composure. Like, would you rather have a conversation where you're just out of it and you're just reacting? Or would you rather have composure, being in charge? I like handle difficult situations there. So, love oil. It has to be in your purse or your briefcase. Or, guys, this is, I don't know where you keep it, but love oil works for you too. You can always add some cypress and some manly smell to it, but still have this as some undernotes. All right, so this is a treatment for anxiety and depression. Lavender, that's its gift. Nervous tension, uplifts, clears the mind, alleviates restlessness. All these negative things that we need to remove so that we can connect. Do you know that feeling connected is one of the most powerful places, feelings to be in our life? When we feel connected with ourselves, we can connect with our kids. We can listen and really hear. We can feel. We can be compassionate without trying to offer advice and tell them what to do. There was a study done by Harvard, and it talked about, it was one of the biggest studies ever done. And 1,500 people over a long period of time studying what people had the least illnesses when they grew older. And it was people that had connection, had real connection in their life, from a friend, with their spouse, at their job. They were connected. So to me, the gift of this blend is that. And I'm going to do one more oil because I'm just carrying on here about so many good things. There's so much to talk about. Orange. So in this love blend is orange. Okay, so why would we put all these flowers and then go throw some fruit in there? Fruit's uplifting. It takes and instantly works your endocrine system. So imagine your endocrine system is like a keyboard, a piano keyboard. And when you press some of those keys of that piano keyboard. Bing, happy chemicals, serotonin, bing, bing, bing. So what orange does is help alleviate bitterness. Sometimes we react because it's all old patterns, it's all old thoughts, and that's the bitterness. Moodiness. Moodiness comes about because we have a cycle of thoughts. You know, we get so self-centric about our thinking. Orange just kind of helps pop us out of that, and it balances our feelings of wellness in the brain so that we can have the serotonin and the oxytocin and all those good chemicals that really keep us alive and well and energized and creative and ability to be abundant, but most of all, ability to connect. All right. I can't stop now. I have to do one more. Okay. Rose geranium. Rose geranium. Oh, what all can we say? Calm strength. So being calm can be la 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 la. Well, if you're needing to be in a relationship and have conversations that are meaningful and be able to hear somebody else when they're upset, you need to have a calm strength. The geranium provides that in this blend. So it calms the mind, it calms the body. You know, your adrenals get stressed out. Constant driving stress. So our adrenals, when they burn out, we become far less tolerant. So the physical component of what this blend is doing to help the adrenals, to help your whole overheated conditions, hormone imbalances, skin conditions that then are a result like acne, psoriasis, eczema, all of those come about because we're out of balance. So that rose geranium is coming in. It balances. It not only creates emotional relief, but it relieves your nerves. Circulation is better. Your immune system functions better. Your liver, your spleen, your pancreas. I just want to tell you how little of this oil you have to use. Just so little. It's amazing. Because it's blended with ylang ylang and jasmine and melissa. Do you know that those are some of the most expensive oils? Some of them $14,000 a pound. So real jasmine, real rose, real melissa, a little bit of vanilla in there, the comfort smell of vanilla baked cookies in the kitchen, cardamom, vetiver. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's even some, a little bit of coconut oil in this. So when you think about, well, gosh, maybe this is a little bit more of an expensive oil. You know what you can do? You can take a bottle of just an ounce or a little bit of vegetable oil. An oil that has no smell is our Boost, our medium chain triglyceride oil. And you can take and put 20 drops of this into about 1 ounce of that oil. And it still lasts for hours and hours. And that way you can rub it a little bit more on your arms or rub it on your face before you go to bed. So you can have a little bottle of love for a whole year. So, love is in the air. Let it be around you.